Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between PtitDrogo and Nerchio on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is PtitDrogo from My Insanity. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have Nerchio, the blue Zerg player from Erotics Gaming. Alright, so a PVZ for you guys on King Sejong Station. This is from Dreamhack Zowie 2016. Very excited to bring you this matchup. PtitDrogo is one of the better, more solid foreigner Protoss players in the world. Nerchio, too, one of the better foreigner Zerg players in the world, so this should be pretty darn awesome. For those of you who enjoy the PVZ matchup, because I know that I definitely do. Probe coming out. PtitDrogo does like doing the Showtime as well. Does like bringing the drone probe out to try to mess stuff up. But what is Nerchio doing? Is Nerchio just taking his hatch down here instead? It looks like he is. I don't know. I mean, he could. I think. No, he couldn't. He didn't have enough minerals to do it at the timing here because the probe was there. So he just immediately went for the natural here. Doesn't worry about it. Goes for the extractor. PtitDrogo can't do anything about this, unfortunately. He can take some comfort in knowing that the second base of his opponent is way over here and kind of harder to defend. But Nerchio, I'm sure, will take his third here and be just fine. Really nothing to worry about. There's the spawning pool coming up as well. So there's the one gateway, and here is the expand out of PtitDrogo. So excellent, excellent timings as per usual. One worker on the gas. Which tells me not planning on any early adept openings or stalker openings. Just really wants to get that worker count up. Gonna hopefully defend with photon overcharges and whatnot. That's a cybernetics core on the way, and Overlord coming to scout as well. So Nerchio, is he going for that quick third? I mean, it would be a pretty quick third. He is saving up his minerals, though, so I think... No, those are probably going to be queens. Probably just going to be queens. So, no, I don't see a quick third in the future for our blue Zerg player. Another assimilator now coming up for PtitDrogo. Worker count, 22 to 19. Chrono Boost is a nice benefit to have there. There we go. Queen. And saving up for another queen here, and with metabolic boost coming up, too. So, some speedlings are on the way. Immediately gets that queen. Nice timing out of Nerchio. Overlord comes right on in, sees the configuration at the front door here for PtitDrogo, says, all right, there is a cybernetics core, there is a gateway, and there is an expansion. So this is not a one-base play out of my opponent. That is good to know. And the Lings are heading on out, trying to see what they can do. That's not a wall. Mind you, this isn't even close to a wall. It's kind of like the idea of a wall, but that's it. Adept here planning on being aggressive. Lings, too, planning on being aggressive. The problem is Adepts do eat up Lings, especially slow Lings, out in the open field. So these guys might actually just straight up die unless, Adept takes this path and the Lings take a more roundabout way, which I think maybe it was intentional. I'm going to give Nerchio some credit and say that was intentional to dodge the Adept. But either way, there's that third base by Nerchio coming up. Exactly what I was not worried about. And here comes the Adept. Adept versus Queen can be interesting here because the Adept... Oh, there's two Lings here, though. That's actually a lot better. So the Adept does two-shot drones. There's the psionic transfer up into the main base. Any drones up or any Lings up here? No, yes there are. A couple Lings, and it's enough to take out the Adept. So a couple workers died here. Ling got in the inside for the scout. Did scout the Stargate, right? Holy crap, he didn't scout the Stargate. Get back around. Scout the Stargate. Check that corner. Don't just do it. Go back around. Get one more loop. Yes, perfect, 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 perfect. Yes, got it. Got the Stargate. Perfectly done. Okay, so now Nerchio knows what's coming. Immediately throws down a Spore Crawler there. Might toss one down here eventually. I don't know. Lings at the front trying to cause some harassment, but not really doing much of anything at all. Overlord. Again, great placement for that Overlord because it's not spotted unless the Mothership Core sees it from above. Lings waiting for anything to move out, and that's a quick third base from PtitDrogo. The Lings are going to try to knock it down. I mean, they're not able to, obviously, because there's only 4 of them. And the Mothership Core is here to shoot them from the sky, but they give it an admirable effort for a couple seconds anyway. So here we go. 2 Queens versus Oracle. 2 Queens going to win that shot every time. Already taken it down. Shield's completely out. There's a Spore Crawler here, but is there a Queen? Queen trying to march her... Whoop, just kidding. Not marching her way up at all. There's a free kill. Free drone there. And Queen does pop out just in the nick of time to get rid of that Oracle. Again, scouting the Oracle, a big friggin' deal. Another drone dies there, so 2 is fine, but man, you really want more kills than that from an Oracle. I know it's late. I know it's late in the game, but hopefully you can catch your Zerg opponent by surprise, but unfortunately that did not happen with PtitDrogo. Lings up here still trying to do stuff. Mothership Core is still saying no. Not allowed. Not allowed, you guys. A lair on the way for the Nerchio. There is a robotics facility and a Twilight Council coming up for PtitDrogo. Is that a fourth base? Nerchio going for a fourth base before the 5-minute mark. That's pretty good. That is pretty gutsy stuff here. Oracle, once again, trying to do things, but Queen's just not allowing it. Nope, say the Queens. I know you want to. I know you want to get in here and kill my drones. I'm not going to let it happen. Can they get a probe kill? Lings get a probe kill and get out without losing a single Ling. That was nice. Good little assassination there. Picked their target, went in there, and got it done. Got it done. What is this up here? Oracle, flying around, probe. Right up there as well. Gateway, 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 gateway. Lots of gateways and resonating glaives coming up from that Twilight Council. Overseer morphing in on this high ground. I guess if the PtitDrogo hasn't killed it yet, he's not going to. Another probe kill, and the Lings will survive. 2 of them. Surprisingly still alive here. Can they get another one? They don't decide not to press their luck. Overseer comes right on in, sees the number of gateways here, sees the resonating glaives upgrade, has a pretty good handle on what's going on. This Oracle's still alive, still has 2 kills, just everywhere that it tries to go. Nerchio is ready. Nerchio is perfectly ready for it. Hatcheries are being injected pretty darn fantastically. Roach Warren is here with glial reconstitution being researched. 6 workers on this gas. I wonder how long it's been like this, because it's a problem for Nerchio. Adepts coming right on in here. There are Queens. Run, drone, run. Run for your life. Roaches are starting to pop out. Hydra's popping out too, and 24 Lings. And Nerchio is up 66 to 55 Harvesters. Kind of skimping on the army a little bit. And I don't know if he's going to lose this hatch. This is a lot of Adepts from PtitDrogo. Holy crap. Lings trying to get a surround on them while the Roaches do lots of damage too. The Adepts are starting to fall here. Ravagers getting mixed in too, but another huge warp in at this point of Adepts. Are there enough units to deal with this? Must retreat. Must retreat and try to cover this psionic transfer. And no, it was just a fake out. They actually stick up here and get rid of that hatch. Look at how fast that died with that resonating glaives upgrade. Nice takedown of the hatch by the Adepts. Got to feel good about that one. It does supply block Nerchio as well. This is a pretty good composition of Roach, Hydra, Queen, and Ravager, but I don't know. I mean, the fake outs are too good right now. The Adepts sending Nerchio's army every which way, keeping that 3rd base running while taking down the 4th base of his opponent. Nicely executed attack, nicely executed timing. Getting replanted now, and now this is enough of an army, I think, to make PtitDrogo think about it. Yeah, he hasn't finished a transfer in a while now. So hatchery's getting replanted. A lot of creep tumors coming up here too. I just don't know that Mass Adept is really good in the long term for PtitDrogo. So what's he doing instead? He does have a Templar Archives coming up, so possibly Archons, possibly Storm. Actually getting Zealot legs, Zealot charge. Haven't seen that for a while. I mean, we saw it on our most recent episode of Into the Void, I believe it was, but not in a pro level for quite some time. There's another cancel, just keeping Nerchio inside his base. Worried about Adepts getting inside and just laying waste to his mineral line. Some Adepts trying to sneak around this long way around. Possibly harass this base for Nerchio. Does he still have 6 workers over here? He doesn't. Okay, that's good. That is good. The army shows up. They're going to knock down this debris and try to threaten the natural base of PtitDrogo, but he's ready for it. His army is here and says, no, you know what? I mean, you want to try to come up this ramp. I'm just not sure I can recommend it, is the idea. Adepts did get on in here, going after some of those workers. Roaches, save it, Roaches. What are you doing? I guess he's worried about this attack up here. Guardian Shield is up. Roaches finally getting on top at 12, 13, 14, and he's not microing his Roaches very well, mind you. Oh boy, that was a lot more dead workers than it possibly should have been. And the Adepts are slowly getting whittled down. Man, they are gone. But that's 15 dead drones because Nerchio's attention was up here rather than back here. Whew, so 65 to 59 Harvesters. PtitDrogo has a nice lead, still on that 3 bases. Nerchio does have his 4th base up and running, which is good for him. This Roach Ravager Hydra composition with +1 in missile attack. Looking okay. No ground attack upgrades yet. +1 is just about to finish for PtitDrogo, not quite there. Archons getting morphed in as well, or technically merged. Merged in, I believe, is what it is. Adept with 3 kills to her name. Going for it. 2 of them. Was it 2 of them or just 1? I don't know what it was. I'd almost throw down a Spine Crawler just to be safe. Just to be safe. This is some pretty consistent Adept harassment here. Immortals, Archons, +2 attack. All the stuff you need. And going for a drop. He's got some drop lords here. 3 of them to be exact. So you can attack up this way and I think then drop back over this way. Interesting idea. So he has a nice concave on the top of this ramp. Changelings at the same time there. Did he sniff this out? I think he might have tried to sniff it out, but everybody's dropping that cannon. Is completely dead. Moving on in here is Nerchio, trying to keep the attention of the main army while the attack's going on over here. Photon overcharge might be able to get rid of them. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. And probes coming back in here as well. Staying out of the range of photon overcharge. Probes being a little bit too careful. Lurkers in here, though. 2 lurkers just absolutely ripping through everything right now. Zealots getting that surround. And no, the pickup and the evacuation of one of them anyway. But 7 probes died there. It's now 60 to 69 harvesters. Nerchio has a nice lead. A nice worker lead. Stalker getting destroyed there as well. A lot of lurkers on this high ground. They don't want to do this unsupported, though. That's a lot of Immortal. And Immortals do extra damage against them. Immortals walking through lurker spines don't damage the Immortals as much as you would expect and do tons of damage to the lurkers themselves. Is he going to try to drop lord this again? I mean, there's a lot of zealots sitting over there. I'm not sure how dangerous they are. I suppose, I mean, if they're right on top of the lurkers, I guess they're pretty good. And also they're not armored, so they don't take extra damage from them. But you know how it is. Changelings are getting sniffed out and destroyed. Overlords being killed too. Nerchio's not being supply blocked by this, though. He's being a little bit too much careful here. And here it is. Roach, Hydra, Lurker. Bam! Is that the Mothership Core that just died? I think it was. I think it was. This base going absolutely to pot. Is PtitDrogo base racing this, you guys? He is sending his army down this way. Does not worry about the Zerg army on up here. Killing all of his production. There are spine crawlers here, playing defense, but not so good against Archons and Immortals. Definitely not here. Nerchio decides it's time to go. He laid waste to one of PtitDrogo's bases. Supply blocked the guy pretty darn good, but he can't afford to lose another base to PtitDrogo after that one. He needs to keep the 3, and if he can, I think he might be in a pretty darn good position here. So pulling all of the drones out, trying to keep that hatch alive. The army is desperately hoofing it on over, wishing there was more creep spread on that side of the map, I think. And then burrowing, trying to get some shots off the Immortals. Once again, doing terrible, terrible things to them. Just walking past, the Immortals say, you know what? We're not actually going to engage this. We don't really have to unless we want to. And there we go. Hydra's Roaches coming in for support as well. These Immortals doing tons of damage to the Roaches. We can hear them getting squeaked and died. 19 drone kills at this point. 51 to 37 total harvesters. But, oh, Ling's getting on top of everything here. Can they take down an Archon? No. No, they can't do it, but they did hurt him and allowed the Ravagers to finish him off as well. Another attack of an Archon on up here. Does have 6 kills before it gets destroyed. Drones are coming back on home. Single Immortal with 6 kills gets killed as well. So, both players lost a base. Again, I just think that hurts PtitDrogo more than it hurts Nerchio, but this is pretty mined out. This is surprisingly doing fairly well. I guess it is the 3rd base, though, so that makes sense. A couple creep tumors there at the same time, and PtitDrogo is not really looking at replacing that base. I mean, he's trying, but there's creep here preventing that from happening. Army supplier right now is about 2,800 to a much, much larger, closer to 4,000, or even over 4,000 for Nerchio. So Nerchio can make this thing happen. He really can't give PtitDrogo a chance to come back in this game. There's a lot of Zealots, a lot of Archons. I almost feel... what do you want to do against Zealot, Archon, Immortal? Hydra's pretty good here. Again, the Lurker is not bad in that situation either, but you got to have something to protect them, something to help work with them. Immortals, Zealots marching their way on up to the high grounds. Nexus is being taken at the same time over here, so double expanding is PtitDrogo. Nerchio's just kind of dancing right now. He's replacing his own 4th base. Does he want to expand again? I don't know, but he does have Overlord spread pretty much everywhere on this map, which is very, very nice to see. PtitDrogo moving on out once again, but the Hydras with the Lurkers, I don't know if PtitDrogo feels comfortable about that one. He did not. He retreated immediately when he saw that number of Lurkers, decided to not try to engage. Then he decides to engage. Oh, Lurker's getting trapped. 2 of them die immediately. Nerchio trying to find a more advantageous position. Does manage to burrow, but PtitDrogo just runs away. Just runs away. That's all good, but he's playing defense with it now. So he's going to go knock down this rock tower. Gets it. And, PtitDrogo's trying to return the favor, knocking down this debris to assault this 3rd base. Which does sound pretty fun. Some Lings and some Hydras trying to sneak around and force a cancel there. Lings getting a surround on that Archon. Can they get it before it finishes morphing? And I think they can do it. Yes. Yes, they do get it. Lurker's getting some stabs there as well. Going for it, though. It's PtitDrogo just moving in with those Immortals. The Hydra's trying to clear out that Zealot count. Not doing very well. Those Lurkers got absolutely massacred. Woo! That was not even close. Hydras are all that is left right now for Nerchio. He's trying to stutter step his way to victory against those Zealots, doing pretty well. for himself. Drones coming all the way back down here. They evacuated this position entirely. Not sure that was necessary or not, but PtitDrogo did win that battle pretty darn efficiently, if I do say so myself. I'm not sure that lurkers were the way to go, is what I'm going to say here. Lings, again, forcing a cancel on that base was magnificent. Might try to force it again here. This base going to die for the second time in the game. There's really nothing here to stop this from happening. Immortals literally living up to their name with that +2 attack. The Archons at the front as well. 4 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills on those guys. Some Zealots coming in maybe for a fact-finding mission, but no, Nerchio not looking good. Not looking good. If PtitDrogo can get that base up, he already has this one reestablished, which is fantastic. These ones are getting mined out. This one is getting mined out. He needs to take a base somewhere, possibly here. A Zealot, though, there to stop that from happening. And big old Zealot, Archon, Immortal army ready to rock. Ready to rock something. They just don't know what yet. They don't really have an army to focus on. They don't have any more bases that they're really trying to kill. And yes, Overseer there flying around. There are some lurkers on the high ground, and PtitDrogo has learned not to be afraid of lurkers, it turns out. Although with Ling support and Hydra support, it might be enough. Might be enough. I don't know. Both players taking stock of the situation. It's 48 to 45 total harvesters. PtitDrogo is up. Again, having this base when it finishes will be massive for him because this base is behind. That 4th is behind for Nerchio. I really think he should be taking a 5th at this point, but just making Hydras, making lurkers, waiting for this one to finish, and then trying to decide what he wants to do from there. +3 attack is being researched by PtitDrogo. He's getting Templar as well. Did he get Templar? I guess he got some Templar and morphed them immediately into Archons, which is definitely something that happens. Zealots trying to knock down this debris. The Hydras say no, not allowed. Get out of our home. All right, so here goes PtitDrogo with his Archon and Immortal army. A couple Zealots mixed in there as well. Where do they want to go? Observer scouting things out, seeing there's really only a couple lurkers up here. Observer does get taken down by the Hydras, taken down right out of the air. Where the heck are drones dying? DTs. Oh man, the DTs from PtitDrogo. Did not see that on that production tab whatsoever. DT tries to get the hatch, doesn't happen. DT trying to sneak into the main base. I don't think that's going to happen either. There's a Spore Crawler here, which is excellent. Again, Spore Crawler is just good. They're good against air units. They're good against cloaked units. In general, can recommend them when it comes to Zerg. Drop Lord trying to get the heck on out of there. Can he make it? No. No, he couldn't make it. Ugh, unfortunately there. Debris is destroyed. You want to come up this ramp? How lucky do you feel, PtitDrogo? Is this guy still killing stuff? This Dark Templar is still killing things. Getting a queen. One more shot and it's got a queen. Boom! Got the queen. Changelings moving down the ramp to scout exactly what is coming up here from PtitDrogo. Zealots trying to walk their way on up and just kill things, but they get absolutely killed, and that's it. Nerchio calls the GG. Nerchio is defeated and PtitDrogo is victorious. What? Huh? I mean, yeah, this base was getting massacred again. Yes, the lurkers weren't doing as well as Nerchio hoped. It was 141 to 90 total supply. What was left here for Nerchio? 11 Hydras and 7 lurkers. Yeah, the lurkers just didn't work out. They didn't work out for him. PtitDrogo really didn't attack into them unless he knew he was going to win the fight. And you don't have to engage if you don't want to because they're so slow. And once they're burrowed, they're not going anywhere. So, well done by PtitDrogo annihilating this base, really making sure that Nerchio had nothing left here. 36 to 48 total harvesters, reestablishing this base after it died. Turned the situation that could have been terrible into a very good one. And walks away with the win. So nicely done by PtitDrogo, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.